I shop at Target, they have everything that Walmart has.
Hi guys, I'm Tatym Barnett. I work for Christ in Youth, and currently we're in a campaign of Kingdom Work Never Stops. If you know our organization, you know that we've used the term Kingdom Work before. But if you don't know what it is, Kingdom Work is just people using their talents and abilities to further the kingdom of Christ. Today we have Jaron Myers from Kansas City. He's a stand-up comedian, and you might recognize him from his viral posts such as the Chick-fil-A rap.
It is my pleasure to serve you. Hey, it is my pleasure to serve.
Or the time that he snuck into a college graduation. He also has 2 specials on Prime, and he does 2 podcasts. What does this guy not do? So yeah, hey, say hi, Jaron.
What's up, guys? Hey, I'm just hanging out in quarantine, stuck in my apartment, and so I'm excited to have human interaction through this Zoom call.
Okay, so we're going to start off by doing Zoom games. Zoom games is something that we've created for youth ministers and people alike to just interact with their students or friends and family. I just thought it'd be fun if we tried 1 or 2. You good with that?
Oh, I'm down.
Okay.
Is it something I can win? I mean, if it's something I can win, I want to do it.
I think
for
so.
Sure.
You sing, right?
I dabble in the vocal vibrations.
All right, so the first one is called silent karaoke.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay.
Old Town Road, that's easy. Got the horses in the bag.
Yeah, that's good. Yep.
Oh, yeah, as soon as you did this, I was like, I got it. All right. You ready?
Yep. Make sure you mute
So I have to mute this.
Yeah. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. Yes. Oh man, that took me forever. I was like, I'm never gonna guess this. So those are our Zoom games. You can download those from our store if you want to use them for your family or your youth ministry. I'll just add the link below so you can click on that, and they're free for everyone. So go crazy, play some games. It's great.
I love that. I'm going to use that in my They Don't Bite interviews. That's really great.
All right, so you're a comedian. Tell us what you do on a daily basis.
Typically, what I do like during the week is I come into my office. I do a lot of like my back end work, like responding to my management emails, all that stuff. Take care of my social media stuff. I do all my own graphics and all my own posts and content. So I'm creating my own videos, editing them myself. And then on the weekends is usually when I'm flying out and all over the country doing shows.
So what was the kind of kingdom work that you were involved with before all of this happened?
I think a lot of what I was doing before is obviously my live shows. And in my live show, I share my testimony and my story. And then I get to hang out after the show and like actually talk with people one-on-one. And that's been my favorite thing. That's why I do what I do. But then getting to hang out after the show and talk with individuals and people coming up and being like, hey, I laughed really hard, but also that part that you shared where you almost took your life once and now you have life in Jesus, like that really resonated with me. And I was like, oh, this is the best part of all of this. So now, let's say you are a student and you're watching this. One of the ways that you can be impactful in your house, like you're quarantined with your siblings and your parents, right? Be just to clean around the house. Offer to do the dishes after dinner. Offer to make dinner if you're good at that. I think that would impact a lot as far as like expressing love and care to the family that you're stuck with. You don't have to go do a mission trip and help strangers. And it doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Little gestures of, hey, I'm looking out, I'm aware, I'm caring for the people around me. I think that those are even more impactful now, but I think those are usually impactful as well. So.
Oh, that was great. Kingdom work is just doing all you can to show God's love. So any way you can do that is great. It's perfect. I would also love to talk about your Chick-fil-A rap video.
My name is Jaron. How can I help you today? Welcome to heaven. Ooh, yeah, I mean Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we did that video. That was a video that I did in 2017.
I was homeschooled. Hey, hey.
And so I had this idea in like March of that year that I was like, oh man, I think I could do like a music video around Chick-fil-A. And so my whole thing with everything I've ever done, I never want to do something like corny or like halfway, you know, because like I really think, and not to Jesus juke it, but I read a book that year that was like, everything you do is an extension of God in you. And so if the first thing that we know about God in the Bible is that he creates things, and we're created in that image, then we're also to be creators. And so I want to do things in a way that is honoring, in a way that is showcasing a talent. And by doing that, I want to go 150% all the time. So when I'm doing this rap video, I went 150%. And then it was just like, we just thinking of the video stuff. And I was like, man, can we set something on fire? Like, can we set a car on fire? So, and I grew up in a small town, so I knew the fire marshal. And so I just texted him and was like, hey, am I allowed to set a car on fire? And he was like, no. Here's the thing though. I said, will you set a car on fire? And he was like, yeah. We showed up, there was like 27 firefighters there, and they had like 6 of their trucks pulled out. He's like on the radio, and he's like, all right, engine 6, pull in. And so the engine pulls in the music video with the lights on. And so we put it out, and it crushed it. We're at like over 75 million views on that thing.
No way.
Across social media. Yeah, across social. Isn't that nuts?
That's incredible. Wow. So tell us about what you've got on Amazon Prime.
So I've got 2 specials on Amazon Prime. The first one came out 2 years ago. It's called The Blind Date. It's a show I did where I asked a girl I'd never met before to be my date to a comedy show. And then when she got there, I had a dinner table on stage where where I pulled her on stage and we had our first date in front of the audience.
As I'm on a date right now. Reagan, would you like to join me for dinner? On stage. Right here.
That's one special on Amazon Prime. And then I have my new special out now. It's a stand-up special. It's just my full hour that you can watch my stand-up show on Amazon Prime. It's called Just Being Honest.
Just Being Honest. Thank you so much for sitting here and talking with me, letting everyone know what you're doing, what kind of kingdom work you're doing, and just a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for letting me hang out with you. And hopefully, if you're watching this and you don't know who I am and you're following me on social media now, shoot me a message because I love to make friends. And hopefully, I get to see you when this is over. Hopefully, I get to see you at a live show sometime.
And we'll link all of his social media profiles down below in the description. If you feel like you want to share, please let us know using the hashtag KWNeverStops. We would love to see the things that you're doing. And we'll see you next time.
Awesome. Thanks, Tatym. This is great. I'll talk to you later.